Why, hello there. How's it going, everybody? We have up to 13 minutes of recording time on the phone. I'm using the phone because this Google Sheet file that looks at stocks and tracks them real time and looks at how they've done today and calculates a bunch of things is so powerful that it's really difficult to record the video at the same time as I am trying to use the file. So I'm just putting the phone up because I want to talk about some stocks today. We're going to talk about the top 10, the bottom 10, and dig a little bit more into the market. The market had a down day on the Dow, but let's talk about the winners. Okay, so here we have the top 10 stocks here that finished the highest on the day from the open till, it's just past 4 o'clock now. The percentage gain is right over here in column J. Okay, so what you have is Comstock home building companies went up by 60% today, from $1.60 to $2.56, change of almost $1. Cost Corporation, Manning and Napier. I have some things highlighted here. Red means it's a company that is like potentially not listed, and like it's not sufficient to be listed or something on the NASDAQ anymore. So they're probably not going to be listed soon. So you don't want any part of anything that's in red here. But the things that are in green are stocks that I've looked over, I liked, and I purchased. I like LYTS, LSI Industries. They make screens, and they got a big $100 million contract with gas stations and such to put in more of these screens, which I think are going to replace people because, of course, the virus and not communicating with people is the way the economy is changing right now. So their clients are going to have money. Like those gas stations are still staying in business, even though oil's, people still do drive cars occasionally. And also, like when you go inside, you're going to want to deal with a robot. The screens are the way to go, and cleaning the screens. So I put in there, it's hovering around here, but this stock will go up. It has a solid balance sheet too. I did look them over in depth, and I like the potential. I like the industry. I like the company. I like the awards. So that's the one I went with. They went up 24% today to a stock of 545, and I don't know. That was the one that I liked here. All the other ones, I have some other notes on these other ones here, and let me talk about the notes. So I didn't like anything else for the reasons listed. There was an increase in revenue for the home building company, and they own a bunch of properties or property management or something like that. I think there's going to be serious problems in that industry as the prolonged unemployment sets in, and I see problems there. So sales that they reported sort of toward the end of last year, it doesn't mean that I think there's anything reasonable here. Also, the market cap is only like, their market cap was 20 million, right? So there's just not enough there. Cost Corporation moving, they didn't look like much of a company that really had too much in terms of intellectual property or whatever they have. They're working with some other VR company to put artwork or something, VR artwork, but consumer discretionary, not a good industry right now. Financing capital markets, I usually don't like any of that stuff where other people are investing money for you. I like to invest yourself and pay attention. Lifeway Foods, now this was interesting. So this is consumer staples. I put a price in here. I didn't buy any of this stock, but they have potential, right? Their market cap's only 36 million, but they're making like the probiotic type food for immunity and microbiome treatment. This is going to become a new area where we all want to try to maintain the highest level of functioning immunity that we can, and that involves taking in a diverse and supplemental diet or something that really works with us. And this special milks and things like that, they're going to become in demand for certain people, and physical foods, essential foods are, their sales went up by 2 or 4%. People are still eating and going to grocery stores. So here's a business that can sustain in this economy. It looks like they're kind of on the cheap side. So that's why this one wasn't bad either, even though I didn't pick up any of it because they didn't look like they had too much of a balance sheet, or, the valuation here is not nearly as much as I see the potential with LSI Industries, given how everyone's going to want to move to screens instead of people. That's why I like LSI much more. Rail freight car, I didn't see anything. Let's go back to the notes. Transportation sectors, yeah, people that supply large transportation things like trains and planes and stuff, do not touch them right now because our transportation is really on hold till we deal with the virus and and we may be dealing with it differently in the future depending on how we combat the virus. So trouble, this is not going to be listed. Oh, here's a China Natural Resources, may not be listed. Shocker. You're supposed to be red. You're supposed to be red if you're not going to be listed. I guess I'll change that right there. We're going to paste as formats, and that will make it red. Yeah, I wouldn't invest in any Chinese companies right now either. ABIO, Arco Biopharma up here with an 18% gain. I didn't see too much in here. They have no revenue yet. This is all speculative, so I didn't like touching this as much as I love the biotechnology sector and what's going on with trying to treat the virus. That's not one of them that I saw that I liked. There's this trust in here. I don't trust these conglomerations of junk that other people put together. So that's out of the, yeah, I don't understand what comprises this. That's what I meant to put. I do not. Don't understand what's in those trusts, and anybody, I call it like a big old pile of crap. It's just people throwing crap together. I want to see the company I'm investing in, not other people making decisions and throwing everything together. So let's talk about the biggest losers. The biggest losers. Yeah, I've gone through all these. I was looking at these today. A lot of these structured pile of crap funds, right? Asked everything related to JCPenney. Think JCPenney, this was the day that JCPenney died, it looks like. All these JCPenney debentures. I don't know, is that JCPenney dentures? You're going to have to throw something in your mouth to eat because you're not going to have any money for food if you invested in JCPenney. They're done. These retailers, places where you used to go out that it can't transition to online sales, forget them. They're done. Look at how much of this biggest loser part is related to JCPenney stuff. It's at least 2 or 3. There's these trusts. There's more oil here, energy, trust, junk, stuff you should never be in. That doesn't even have market caps listed over here because it's conglomerations of crap. So you need to stay away from that stuff. These red ones are not even going to be listed. There was one on here I wanted to mention. Look, JCPenney right here, down to 23 cents a share. JCPenney's market cap is now at 74 million. It should be negative 74 million. Nobody's going in to buy anything from JCPenney because the malls are closing as well for at least the next 4 months and probably going to have a complete makeover before they really get back to anything that anybody wants to go to anymore. Yep, and down goes the retailer. That's my note. LOL, hold my beer. What is this, Chinese stuff? I think there was these other awful things. Yeah, JCPenney debentures. God, when did you buy some of this stuff? These poor people that bought that stuff. If your broker put you into these things, you should fire him. Okay, Seadrill Limited, energy junk. Valaris Energy, more junk. I want to talk about Bed Bath & Beyond, which is not on the top 10, but yeah, let's talk about this. So, by the way, I said short Regis yesterday. What was Regis today? Down 17%. Told you. If you watched the video yesterday, they're the one with all the barbershops and everything, the beauty salons. Not a good business to be in right now. Now, I want to talk about Bed Bath & Beyond. Look at Bed Bath & Beyond now, down 17% today. Okay. It's our about the 14th biggest loser of the day. A lot of volume. Their market cap is now at 564 million. I do not see this company surviving in the new economy where you got to do a lot of ordering online. I think they're going to lose out because everything that you could get there, you can get at either Walmart or Home Depot or Costco. They're going to have a little nicer stuff, which you're going to then buy online from a different source or something. Like, people aren't going to be going to these places anymore. I don't feel like you have to go to Bed Bath & Beyond after you have a baby. You just want to be home and running away from the coronavirus. This company has trouble. At this, I would short even this stock because I don't know if they own any of those buildings. I'm going to dig into their balance sheet a little bit more. But to have a market cap of $500 million with a company that I don't think can survive online, big trouble. I see that's why they're a big loser today. So we are 9 minutes in. I'm going to do a real quick look at the Dow 40, 30, I guess. We can do that by sorting over here and clearing this filter and trying Dow. And we'll get everything with Dow 30 stuff on it. And I'm going to start organizing the sectors here tomorrow because I'm having a lot of fun with this. But the biggest loser, because Dow did not have a good day, but let's go with the winners, see what kind of winners there were. United Health was up 4%. Let's see if we can zoom in even more. Like United Health was up 4%. Boeing up 3%. I don't trust Boeing right now, even though we're trying to bail them out. I don't trust them because nobody's going to be buying new planes that they're making. Things are changing now. Don't like them. Johnson & Johnson I like because they're still involved in consumer staples, and I'll go over their balance sheet in a future video, but I don't mind them. What's their chart look like? Yeah, see, they're starting to trade close to their highs again. They're a solid company, so they're good to be on the Dow. Procter & Gamble probably is as well. Also looking at similar trend for Procter & Gamble. Look at that. As in Johnson & Johnson. Goldman Sachs, they're sneaky. I don't trust them. I don't like, well, it's just, like I said, I don't like investing in people that are just moving money around and making their own decisions. Walmart had a short day, but they're always going to be, look at Walmart continuing basically to go up overall there. Apple, we'll talk about more of these companies later. In terms of just a big loss, real quick before I run out of video. The worst it was 8%. Dow Chemical, I don't know what caused that. JP Morgan Chase, because the banks will survive, but their profits are going to get hit because they are going to be throwing out some bad loans. I don't know why Visa's down. Exxon should be down. Caterpillar, I don't trust right now. Home Depot, I don't understand why that dropped 4%. I still like Home Depot. McDonald's, I'm going to fix that. Get McDonald's on a little discount. They'll continue to go up. There's no stopping McDonald's. I really like McDonald's. They have the drive-thrus. They're everywhere. They're open a lot of places. They're deserving of their $132 billion market cap. All right, we got to go today. We'll be back tomorrow. If you want to subscribe, go to kenbraverman.com, and may have you happy trading, everyone.